The art of photography became prevalent in my life when I was granted the opportunity to represent Palm Beach County on an international level with this book. And this book has done so well, we are now third version. But before we get into that book, or this book, these books, my relationship with photography's sole and only purpose was really to serve social media. I've had businesses reach out to me early on and say, hey, I like the way you represent your band online. Can you help me out with my page? And I was like, sure, no problem. I can post a few things, and I need photos, videos, I need content to post. That's something they actually lacked. It either was just extremely outdated, or the quality was not up to par, or it just was something that just did not really make sense to what was needing to be said online. For me to bring in an outside party that didn't really understand the brand, the client, kind of the little monotonous things that actually go on in a business that gives them their actual character. I had a particular vision in mind and representation, so I decided to just pick up the camera and do it myself. Oftentimes some of these businesses had a social media team in place, which was great because I was able to consult with them on particular ideas and content to help really nail the message or the objective that's trying to be met across. What was once getting content to have an authentic representation slowly turned into getting content to remain as consistent as possible in order to stay relevant to feed an algorithm. And which slowly, that's kind of the rat race I was running, was just creating content to feed an algorithm, creating content to feed an algorithm. I always knew my foundation going in to create consistent content that accurately represents the business and keeping that authenticity there as much as possible, because the internet is an interesting place. Some people claim to be who they are, and in reality, they are not. So through this, doing great work, having a ton of fun with different local businesses and different ranges of clients, I was reached out by the author Crystal, who gave me an opportunity that I never expected to happen to me in a million years. And I'm forever grateful for it. Obviously, she saw something in me I didn't really see myself. That slowly opened up a passion deep down in me that I didn't even know existed. Approaching this book was something like I've never done before. When I picked up the camera, my sole purpose was to create content to post on social media and use that to accurately represent businesses and said musician and whatnot. I'm given the opportunity to not only represent Palm Beach County, but also have my work printed in a book. The approach for this was very different, not trying to follow the social media trends, trying to relay what is being written. Using Crystal's writing for each chapter as more of kind of like a creative direction was very helpful. And that way I just knew I needed to get the one particular shot instead of something kind of with social media where the approach may be a little bit looser and a little bit more creative juices flowing. You kind of go in this direction and that direction. I had a big time crunch, and I had to respect everybody's time, mainly because this was during the pandemic. This was at the start of the pandemic, and regardless to whatever you want to say about COVID, we can all agree that in the beginning, no one really knew what was going on. As I was going to these businesses and locations to get the shot, just the good energy this was bringing was something to kind of take people's minds off of kind of the current state of the country and the world at that moment. Something to me as simple as this was brightening a lot of people's day during one of the worst times. Getting to meet all these new people, getting to experience 111 different places in Palm Beach County, and meeting all these different relationships, personalities, and emotions during, again, a really tough time. I was starting to feel that the art was becoming more of a gift to some people, including myself. Relating that to music, when I picked up the camera, I had no idea what I was doing. Around that time, I stopped drinking, so when I was going out, I was just bringing my camera with me and seeing all these different live bands play, knowing that they need good, fresh content that is consistent to what they're doing. So I would go to Guanabanas with my camera and just take a ton of photos, and then the same day edit them and just send them out and be like, hey, enjoyed your show, enjoy the rest of your tour. I hope you like these photos. If you don't, I'd love to know why, and have fun and enjoy. Most of the time they'd post it. What content is now was not what it is back then, but I knew that value, but also it was a gift, passion that was growing and turning more into action. As the art became more of a gift, I started to realize with these gifts that we are granted, we should be giving to others. And with that being said, my relationship now with photography, because of this book, has grown into something I never really thought. I have such a deeper meaning relationship to when someone takes a simple photo and the value and the story, and if it's more storytelling, if it's more eye candy and kind of advertising bangers, because everything does serve a purpose. But I guess to relate to me, don't let anyone or anything really limit you. If there's something that you want to do and try, just go for it. So if you made it this far, I guess that means you do care. So thank you for everything, for supporting me, from music, my creative ventures, to something as passionately proud as I am of this book. This book has done very well, to the point where, yeah, like I said before, it's on a 3rd revision, and I'm gonna be a man of my word and talk about the gift of photography. So I want to give this 3rd version out to somebody. I don't know exactly what to do yet, but let me sell you on this version first. Besides my new lovely headshot with me and a mustache going like this, it's great. I reshot the Jupiter lighthouse. I took a insane telephoto lens and got super close. I wanted to capture the Juno Pier in such a particular way, so I am not a licensed drone photographer. I hired a licensed drone photographer, and I sat with them and I said, hey, let's shoot it like this. And what do you know? We did it. So shout out to Gio for that one. Also, that was kind of the same thing with Peanut Island. But yeah, there's a couple things in here that are nice, spicy, and different. But so yeah, if you made it this far, you definitely deserve a free book. Whatever video or platform you're watching on this, just drop a comment. I want to know, do you think you're creative, and why? Just leave a comment. It could be, I think I'm creative because your mustache looks like both your eyebrows just fell down and landed on top of your lip. And I'd be like, damn. Creative insult, please don't do that. But why do you think you're creative, and why? Do you think you're creative, and why? Drop a comment. I'll read some of them probably this time next week. I'll find one that I just kind of really feel resonated towards, and then do that. And then for everyone else that participates, you'll get a special prize. What is that prize? I don't know, but message me, and if you really want something, I don't know, I can give you something. I can give you one of these plants or something out of my house. I'll give you this. I'll give you this. I'll give you this. I'll give you this tiny little microphone. But yeah, again, thank you. And if you made it this far, the giveaway in the book. Do you think you're creative, and why? And also, my band's record is coming out next month, and we have a show at Das Beer Garden in Abacoa, and it's gonna be really fun. And JI'm Co and Brett Saska are gonna play too. And you can also purchase the book on Amazon or your local Barnes & Noble or any local bookstore. And if you have trouble finding it, just shoot me a message. Just someone talk to me. I'm just kidding. All right, bye. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. Because I have no idea how long this video is gonna be chopped down to, but I can say right now that we are at 43 minutes because I don't know how to speak, and I don't like doing this stuff. I don't like talking to a camera. I'd rather just do my work and have my work represent itself. Now yeah, so, but again, this is why I'm trying to get better at stuff like this. That's why I started a podcast. But okay, it wasn't raining before, it wasn't raining, a lot happened. I'm done. Thank you.